He hates me, Mia. A silent tear left her eyes. He don't hate you, Wayne. He's just still not able to cope up with everything, and especially what happened before. But what is my fault in all this, Mia? He's hurting me, intentionally or unintentionally. I don't know, but I was not my fault if his ex left him. She sobs more, and Mia won't able to see more tears in her best friend's eyes as she hugs her dearly. I can understand your pain, Wayne, and trust me, watching you like this is hurting me as well. She greased Wayne's back soothingly, and something hit in her mind. Why don't you confront him bravely today and go to know what he actually thinks? Wayne lightly squealed and pulled away from her with the slightly horrified, widened eyes. Don't tell me you're scared of him as well. Wayne let out a shaky breath and bit her low lip nervously, making Mia let out a heavy sigh. Come on, Wan. He won't eat you alive or something. Be brave, girl. But you know everything, and you didn't know anything, especially when you didn't even talk with him, not even once. Wan pouted sadly. So, what do I have to do now? Mia smirks. Just talk with him, in short, confront him bravely. My fascinated one narrows her eyes, but sighs in defeat, finding her serious as she just hummed in response with a little no. Time skip. It was almost afternoon when Wayne returns back home and entered in the living room, and before she got a chance to breathe, a little girl ran towards her. Mama, she squealed happily, and Wayne's heart melted to see the cute little booba ball. A beautiful smile immediately tugged on her lips, and she leaned down to her level in both her cheeks. Hey Pumpkin, Ava giggled cutely and wrapped her tiny arms around Wayne. I miss you, Mama. I have a lot of stories to tell you when I return from school. But you were nowhere in sight when I returned. Where were you? She pouts, and when smile slightly dropped, remembering her conversation with her best friend earlier. I want to meet my friend, my cutest little pumpkin. She pinched Ava's nose cutely, making her let out more giggles, and a precious smile also ghosted on one's lips to see her little girl happy. One's heart warmed up to see Ava happy. The smile she was so desperate and anxious to see on her cute little face, and finally to see her happy like this, make Wayne forget her all worries as well. She felt her eyes glossy, but she forced herself to not cry in front of Ava and make her worried, as she immediately wiped her eyes before facing her. How was your friend, Mama? She was good, but let's go and tell me everything you were originally planning to tell me. Hmm? Ava nods, showing her little tooths as Wayne picked her in her arms and went towards her room. Both of them have been talking since Wayne returned back home, though Ava have her own nanny, but she refused to get from her and only want Wayne to do her everything. So Wayne did what her little girl wants to do, and she told everything she have done in her school today. Jungkook POV. When I returned back home, there was a pin drop silence everywhere, and normally this is not possible because Ava, my daughter, and Lifeline. Little giggles could be heard everywhere in house at this hour. I looked towards the time, indicating 9 p.m. It was too early for her bedtime. Nor she ever sleeps without meeting me. My heart raced in immense space, thinking about an inactive scenario. Was she fine? Where is Ava right now? Where is Ava? He growled, flinching the maid who was working in kitchen silently, as she shuddered in her place. Ava, sir, Ava, ma'am, is asleep. She stuttered sadly in her words, and a deep frown appeared on Jungkook's forehead. It's not her bedtime, and how's she asleep at this hour? He growled again, the maid more than she already was. I don't know, sir. She's in her room with Madam Wan, and when Madam make her fall asleep, anger bubbled up in Jungkook's body as the maid gulps to see his face. preparing herself for worst, but Jungkook didn't stay there for another second. As he took long, dangerous steps towards Awa's room, and with a jerk, he opened room door, making one startle of sudden outburst. Jungkook stared at Awa, who was sleeping calmly, tangled in Wan's embrace, and the relief passed through his soul. But then his eyes landed on Wan, who just stared him in awe-struck as he clenched his jaw, and with two long strides he ran away from Awa, making her startle. And before she able to process what is happening, he grabbed her arm and started her out of Awa's room, lightly hissing and wincing when he threw her on bed. Some silent tears automatically started rolling from her eyes. His eyes were burning in anger while she was looking so. But nothing affected him. She can't believe the same person who became so heartless after becoming her husband was once her best friend, who once won't bear a single tear in her eyes. Flashback. Are you blind or something? How could you be so careless? One was silently hearing him scolding her while he was applying ointment on her wound. While blowing air gently, the cotton touched her little, and she in pain, making him panic. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to hurt you, Cupcake. I will apply gently. It's fine, Jungkook. I will do it myself. Ryan tried to take the cotton pad from his hand, but he didn't let her take it, as he slightly pushed it away from her reach. Just sit silently and let me do my work. Who knows you're clumsy will make it worse. When glared him madly but didn't reply on his sarcastic remark. Flashback ends. Don't try to be over smart with me, woman. And what were you doing in Ava's room earlier? He growled as she bit her lower lip to suppress her trembling self. I just read her bedtime story, sobs, and before you came, I was just trying to make her fall asleep. She hiccups with a sob. A color passed from Jungkook's face to see her crying like this, but it faded away soon after it showed. And what do you want to show by doing this? That you like her, or else she became your daughter now? Stay away from her, and don't you ever think you will be something for her, and stop feeding her little brain with fake promises and lies. He hissed in anger, making her churn. Why you don't like me, Jungkook? Tell me, why you dislikes me? What have I done to make you don't like me? He chuckles, and then bend down to her level as he grabs her jaw. Don't flatter yourself, woman. I don't just dislike you, I despise you. I hate you, Jian. I hate you to the depth of my heart. He hissed in hatred and disgust, and Wan saw a drop. Some silent tears rolled down from her eyes before she controlled them. To be continued.